What comes to your mind when you hear the word eye? Have you ever truly realized how essential your ability to see is in your life? Even if you're aware of its importance, have you considered the deeper signs hidden within the eye? The human eye is one of the clearest proofs that living beings are the result of intentional creation. Every visual organ, whether in humans or animals, is a remarkable example of flawless design. This extraordinary organ is so intricately designed that it exceeds even the most advanced man-made technologies. For vision to occur, every part of the eye must be present and working in harmony. Take the eyelid, for example. Without it, even if all the other components, like the cornea, iris, retina, lens, muscles, and tear glands, were perfectly formed, the eye would still be damaged and lose function quickly. Similarly, without tear production, the eye would dry out and become blind. The theory of coincidence proposed by evolutionists cannot explain such a highly detailed and coordinated structure. The eye consists of a system made up of many interconnected parts, all of which must exist simultaneously. A partially developed eye cannot see even a little; it simply wouldn't work. As one scientist honestly admitted, the common trait of the eyes and the wings is that they can only function if they are fully developed. In other words, a halfway developed eye cannot see. A bird with half-formed wings cannot fly. So that raises an important question. Who created all the elements of the eye perfectly and all at once? It's clear that the eye did not design itself. A being that doesn't even know what sight is cannot desire to see nor create for itself an organ to do so. This points clearly to the existence of a creator, one with immense knowledge and wisdom, who gifted living beings with senses like sight and hearing. The Qur'an reminds us of this divine gift.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
قل هو الذي أنشأكم وجعل لكم السمع والأبصار والأفئدة قليلا ما تشكرون.
Say, He it is who brought you into being and made for you the ears and the eyes and the hearts. Little is it that you give thanks. Surah Al-Mulk 67:23. Specifying ears, eyes, and heart. Of all the human sense organs, only 3 are mentioned here on which depends knowledge and perception of the external world. Philosophers have identified 5 sources of knowledge and perception: seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, and feeling. But only 2 are emphasized here: hearing and seeing, because man receives a very limited range of knowledge through the others. Human beings depend heavily on hearing and seeing, and hearing is mentioned first, because more of our lifelong knowledge is gathered by listening than by seeing. Then comes the heart, the center of processing and reflection. Unlike the theory of philosophers and scientists who say the brain is the source of knowledge, the Quran tells us that real understanding, true perception, lies in the heart. The Quran reminds us of this divine gift in another surah.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم نجعل له عينين.
Did we not make for him 2 eyes? Surah Al-Balad 90.08. The current verse mentions a few of the organs and abilities that Allah has endowed him with. If he reflects carefully on these endowments, he will appreciate his infinite wisdom and power within himself. He has a pair of eyes. The optic nerves and tissues are rather delicate. They send nervous impulses to the brain when stimulated by light rays from external objects. The structure of the eye itself is most delicate. Each eye consists of a hollow spherical capsule, eyeball, made up of several layers and structures. It is set into a socket in the skull and is protected by eyelids and eyelashes and eyebrows. It works like an automatic machine. When a harmful object is seen coming from the front, the eyelids close on their own. The eyelashes block the dust from getting into the eyes. The eyebrows help keep things away from falling into the eyes directly from top. The facial bones, especially the orbit, eye socket, and the cheekbones, protect the eye if one were to fall on one's face or something were to fall on the face. Did you know your eyes take about 10 pictures every second? That adds up to around 576,000 images per day, assuming you sleep for 8 hours. Now ask yourself, what camera on Earth can capture that many images every day, for years, without ever needing a battery or repair? This alone is a sign of the perfection in Allah's creation. Also, your eyes blink about 12 times per minute. That's over 11,500 blinks per day. It might seem small, but blinking keeps your eyes moist, clean, and protected. People who suffer from conditions where they can't blink fully understand what a blessing this automatic act truly is. Over 10,000 blessings a day, without you even realizing it. Shouldn't we thank the one who gave us this miracle? We live each day surrounded by signs, yet many walk through life without truly seeing. Not because they lack eyes, but because they don't use them to reflect. Your eyes are more than tools for seeing this world. They're windows to your soul and a mirror that reflects the perfection of your Creator. So ask yourself, if even your ability to blink, to see a single color, or to cry tears when you're moved, is part of a perfect system, then how could any of this be an accident? Who gave you this ability? Who knows your needs better than you do? Who created you not in randomness, but with intention, purpose, and wisdom? The answer is clear. There is one Creator, one Sustainer, one Designer, Allah. Indeed, in the creation of the heavens and the earth, in the alternation of the night and the day, are signs for those of understanding. Qur'an 3:190. So don't just look, see, don't just live, reflect, wake up before it's too late, because every blink you take is one closer to your final day. If this message opened your eyes even a little, like, comment, and subscribe to Awakening Souls, the Creator's sign. Let's reflect together. Let's rise together, one sign at a time.